Everything was peaceful in this neighborhood until Karen noticed a brand new EV charger beside her neighbor's driveway. Karen walked over and shouted, "What is that thing doing here?" Her neighbor calmly explained, "It's an EV charger. It was professionally installed on my property." But Karen refused to listen. She said, "I don't like it. It makes this place look terrible." The neighbor tried to stay calm. "If you have a concern, we can talk about it. Please don't touch it." But Karen became even more angry. She grabbed the charging cable and pulled it away from the charger. The neighbor was shocked. "Karen, what are you doing?" She answered, "I'm making sure you understand." What Karen didn't know was that a security camera was recording everything. The neighbor checked the footage on his phone. There it was, Karen walking toward the charger and pulling the cable herself. He saved the recording and said, "Karen, the camera recorded everything." Karen looked toward the camera, and her expression suddenly changed. Several neighbors came outside after hearing the argument. The neighbor showed them the security footage, and everyone could see exactly what happened. Karen tried to defend herself. "I thought that charger wasn't allowed here." The neighbor calmly replied, "Then you should have contacted the proper authorities." "You didn't have to touch my property?" Then police officers arrived. They listened to both sides and reviewed the security footage. The neighbor explained that he didn't want revenge. He only wanted his charger left alone, and the situation resolved peacefully. The officers told Karen that disagreements should be handled through proper channels, not by interfering with someone else's property. Karen finally stopped arguing. Later, the neighbor called a technician to inspect the charger. Fortunately, it could be repaired. As evening came, the neighborhood became quiet again. The neighbor stood beside his repaired EV charger, looking relieved. Karen walked back toward her house without saying another word. But everyone on that street learned an important lesson that day. You may disagree with your neighbor. You may not like what they install on their property, but there is always a better way to handle a disagreement. Because when anger takes control, one small decision can become a huge problem. And Karen learned something she probably wished she had known earlier. The security camera was watching the entire time.